CMUEagles.com, joined by head rowing coach Kemp ahead of the CAA championships this weekend. Coach, you have been on this course before earlier this year. How do you feel that prepares your team going into the weekend?
Well, one of the big things about it is that the Cooper has kind of a short warm-up area. It's basically you have the entire length of the course and maybe 100 meters to do a couple circles in. So getting the feeling of warming up on the ergs first, doing some land warm-up to get a little bit hotter on land because you have a shorter warm-up time on the water. So you really have to get your body ready before you're in there doing the technique on the water because you just don't have as much time. So I think being there earlier, it has us kind of fine-tuned on that. We performed pretty well the first time we did it, so I believe we're going to do well going through it a second round.
You know, you look at your team, you look at the lineups, there's a lot of youth. How has it been, working them into the lineups and getting them to where they're comfortable in their roles?
Well, I mean, the big thing is that we have no seniors in any of our CAA boats this year, so a lot of it's learning, particularly in our 4 and 2V, which are heavy with sophomores and freshmen who have limited race experience at best. And then even the varsity 8 has less than, or about half of its less than juniors, so sophomores and freshmen. So really it's been kind of a process of getting the racing in, getting them comfortable in a race situation, getting them out of the jitters of a race, and really moving into what it takes to go be consistently and winning races rather than just showing up and kind of banging away as hard as we can go and not really being efficient and getting any speed out of it.
You pair that youth with a good amount of experience returning from last year. Finish maybe not where you wanted to a year ago. How has that kind of kept those kids hungry to make an impact this year?
Well, the interesting part about where we are as both a team and as a conference is basically all of us train for one race that matters. So if you have a bad 10 minutes of the year, it can be basically seen as a bad year. So this year, I think it's going in and trying some different stuff in other races to kind of get us through some of these ideas and jitters, and then really reinforcing with them how to be calm and that this is just an everyday thing. And that's kind of that maturity we've been seeing happen throughout the year as we've kind of dialed in our racing a little bit more and more each week. And for them, yeah, it's being hungry. There are a lot of people returning into the 1V and the 2V who raced last year who didn't quite perform where they thought they would, and it's kind of added a little bit of a chip for this year. And I really think it's going to start carrying over to next year with our training.
All right, well, best of luck this weekend.
Thanks.